how did this vision that you had about being relationship focused, I mean, and it wasn't just about being relationships, also having a positive outlook for the children.
Correct.
That no matter what your background is,
Correct.
you can become more than where you are right now.
Definitely.
Right, which is the same message we want to share with our teachers and
Definitely.
our paraprofessionals.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You've got talent that you either don't believe you have, or maybe fear is keeping you from stepping.
I think being in that role really forced me to self-reflect.
Okay.
Right? Because in those situations and in the situation that I found myself in, I could have been a principal like they were, or like she was, or like my predecessor was, or like somebody was. But I think I relied on I'm going to be who I am.
Yeah.
Right? I'm going to be because it's easier to just be me than it is to try to be something or someone
Sure.
that I'm not, right?
Sure.
And so the whole transformational piece of this was really taking the time to listen, right? Don't be too quick to try to resolve stuff, right? Get information, take in information by interacting with people.
Mm-hmm.
And as you interact with people, you're establishing relationships, right?
Yes.
Follow up with what you say you're going to follow up with, right? Even if it's, I don't have that answer yet. Or even if it's a no, right? If it's a no, it's a no. People will respect that, right? Folks will respect that, right?
That's right. Yeah.
No, it can't be done this way, but let's look at this way. Let's figure out a solution, right? Come into situations with a growth mindset, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because in education, we have our own restrictions that that are put in place for us.
Sure.
We can still work within the means that's
Right.
allowed, right?
Absolutely.
I also have a strong feeling that educators, we're probably one of the most resourceful beings on this planet, right? We can figure out a way.
Do more with less.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
From
and
resource
not
standpoint.
losing sight of what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other piece really is, it's in everyone's, I feel, it's in every one of our core to want to better us or better the people that we're around, right? And
Should
so
be.
then how do we do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if that's not something that you're bringing to the table, then why are we doing this work?
That's a great question.
Like a medical physician, right? You're there to help people. If you're there to not help people, why are you in that profession?
That's right.
Why did you do all that work, all that schooling
Yes. Yeah.
to do that,
Yeah.
right? Educators that are empathetic or have lack of empathy, I think they may have gone through a hard time and they feel, and we need to pull those people aside and just talk to them.
Some people have been wounded really hard, and they need healing.
Right, and it's just reconnecting with them.
Yes.
And again, that happens through a conversation.
Yes.
Right.
So when you got ready to go to the next assignment,
yes.
how did that culture sustain?
So it sustained. My vice principal and I worked very, very well together, and he had been a vice principal for probably 6 years before I had gotten that role, right? So there was a heavy reliance on that. Mr. Gonzalez was his name.
Yeah.
He always wanted to kind of work in the shadows, and I always felt like, no, you need to come up front. Yeah. You need to come up front because what's being displayed and what's being implemented is really what you're asking. I'm just the vessel or the guy that's announcing it. It's not me, right? And so there was a level of sadness, right, when I had to depart.
Yeah.
But I think
he stepped into
that role after I had left.
Fantastic.
So he became the principal.
Yes. So there was
of that school.
consistency of the culture that you'd established.
Yes, there was.
Yeah.
There was.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then from there I had the opportunity to go to a different school district after that.
Just reflecting back on that, how do you feel about that accomplishment?
Oh, I feel positive. I feel like, for me, it's those real lessons in life, right?
Sounds like you've learned a tremendous amount.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will tell you that the successes that I think that I've had in my career are because I've fallen flat on my face more than others, right? People that are superintendents, because I rub elbows with them daily, they don't want to share those secrets with you, but
the hard lessons come through failure.
Yeah.
Right.
I tend to think of, I'm in this role because I've been blessed to be in this role, right? I'm an educator just like you are, right? Currently in my role in Cotula, I always express to our staff, there's no hierarchy here. we all are playing on the same level playing field,
yes,
right?
That's right.
We only have one quarterback. We have two running backs. We have, right? I just so happen to be the quarterback.
That's right.
But we're all
that's right.
on the
and
same
we all got the same
plane.
goal line that we're
Right,
aiming for.
right,
Yes,
right,
that's
right. And
that is
so,
such a great
yeah,
message.
yeah. I just feel like, I've been blessed to be in this role. I'm not any different from anyone else. I've opened myself to listen and to take feedback. And like I said earlier, if I don't fulfill something, I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna own it. And I see my staff now saying, "Hey, sir, I'm gonna own that. I'm sorry." But it brings us together, right?
Yeah.
It brings us
Absolutely.
more together. So,
well, Ramiro, thank you so much for sharing this. I mean, the lessons about deep listening, listening with empathy,
yes,
and really caring about people sincerely.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
it really shows through
Yes.
in the way that you lead,
Yep.
and then that consistency and follow through.
Right.
Having
Right.
integrity. It's really an integrity issue of if I say I'm going to do something, that I follow through with it, no matter how small.
That is correct. That's
and
correct.
that builds that foundation of trust.
That's correct. And Matthew, and we're all human, right? So we can all sense if someone's being very authentic or when someone's not, right?
Yes.
And it's easier to be authentic, right?
Yes.
And it goes exactly how you summed it all up. It's that, right? It's people are going to judge you based on your consistency over time, right?
Exactly.
Can I trust him? Can I not? Does he follow through? Does he not? Does he follow up with what he says he's going to do? Mm-hmm. Or does he just kind of give me lip service and then disappear, right? So, yeah, I mean, being the superintendent allows me the opportunity to really move things at a faster pace, right? But never losing sight that, the role that I have is just one among several.
That's right.
So,
that's right. Quarterback on a bigger team.
That's right. That's right.
That's right. Well, it's been a pleasure to get.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for being on Transformational Educators Podcast.
Yeah. All right.
Really
I hope that was helppul.
Oh, so much so. That story was really emotional for me.
Thank
I was
you.
trying to don't start bawling here because you think about really what happened. I mean, this man had come to know the Savior. He'd had a transformation, but nobody could tell.
Right.
Because we still judge people by
exactly.
outside.
I think just everybody just was afraid, right?
Yeah.
Was afraid because of what you hear and all this or whatever they had.
In his past or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
But giving people the opportunity. It's so simple. Sometimes, I think about that saying sir to someone, just the little signs of respect.
Right.
How important those are for people. So.